Welcome back, everyone. And here we are. We have started this latest snow event in southern New England. And this is going to be a moderate event for all of us in southern New England. We are heading toward the peak of the storm. That's from midnight to 4 a.m. And even though it's going to be a brief duration storm, it's going to hit pretty hard because most of the region is going to come away from this with 4 to 6 inches of accumulation. Less along the coast because we may do some mixing there, but in the interior, 4 to 6 is a good bet. The thing is, we may see areas, little bands of heavier, more intense snow develop as the storm moves through. Any areas that get those bands will likely come in with isolated higher amounts, likely between 7 to 8 inches. Now, travel is our main impact from this storm. We're not looking at wind or coastal implications or power outages or anything like that because this is not a coastal storm. It's just going from west to east across southern New England with a good, heavy burst of snow. Visibility has been dropping not only very quickly during the onset, but it's dropping visibilities really far, meaning that it's coming in with a really intense rate. And we're already down to quarter mile at TF Green. That is enough to slow traffic to almost a crawl. And that's going to be our case, particularly as we continue in and head into the real heart, the real meat of the storm system. Our temperatures, of course, are cold enough to support snow from the interior right on down to the coast. And that's how we're going to go through the overnight. We're all going to do some piling on in terms of this snow. Now, our wind directions are kind of all over the place. Wind speeds like to calm. Again, this isn't a wind generating kind of storm. We're just watching the snow come through from west to east. Now, the colors you're going to look for are the darker areas of purple. The darker the purple, the more intense the snowfall. And we've got a couple areas in eastern Connecticut that are just about to work their way into Rhode Island. Those are those little tiny bands that we were talking about. And again, wherever they go, that's where we get the heavier snow, the higher rate, and therefore locally higher totals. Now, again, our system is moving through pretty fast. It is cruising, in fact. And there is a chance that along the south coast, we could warm just enough to kick it over to a little bit of an icy glaze or perhaps even a mix as we go to tomorrow morning. But regardless, the winter storm warning has been hoisted across the region. It's the area shaded in pink. And the reason why that gets issued is as pertains to road conditions. We're looking at not only slippery roads, but again, those greatly reduced visibilities. Our futurecast has the snow with us, again, with these little embedded areas of heavier snow that will be popping up and moving on through. And as we go to tomorrow morning, temperatures will still be cold enough to support this as snow. But again, as it finishes up, by the time we get to mid-morning, any showers that are around could come in with some mixed precipitation. And then we're just going to clear as we finish the remainder of the day and go into the nighttime hours. So yes, there is the chance we could see a little bit of a glaze of ice out there tomorrow morning after the bulk of the snow has fallen. So any early morning plans that you may have, you may want to leave yourself some extra time or sleep in perchance, because if you do have the glaze of ice, you know, that's the hardest stuff you can drive on. So I know our map looks really, really blue here. Again, generally 4 to 6, that's going to hold true for all of us. Lesser along the coast should we indeed do that mixing. Isolated spots come up to 7 to 8 that happen to get those little nodes of heavier snow. We have 2 more chances of picking up snow. First has to do with this storm system that will likely be making a close approach to southern New England Tuesday night into early Wednesday. As of now, it looks like it's going to be held too far to the south to give us any impact in terms of precipitation, but that could change. Behind that, we're looking at Thursday. We have a warm front that's going to move through, tied to a cold front, and that's going to give us a variety of precipitation from snow to sleet to freezing rain down to rain as that warmer air works its way into the region. But for tonight, it's about the snow. It's going to become heavy after midnight, and that's where we're going to pile on those totals. 26 degrees is going to be our overnight low. Looking ahead at our extended forecast, we're going to show a lot of sunshine in the forecast for Monday. But again, Tuesday night is going to be our next chance of picking up precipitation. It all depends on the location of that low to our south.
All right, and we talked about this earlier, but it's good packing snow. It's going to be heavy snow.
Yeah, and you know what we needed? We've only gotten about 8 inches so far in the season. On average for this season, we would pick up 22.1. So we are in a big snow deficit for us.
So we needed this snow, I guess.
We absolutely did.
All right, thanks, Kelly.
Sure.
Nick, over to you.